Jim Farley, CEO of Ford, just got a pretty good payday. His salary or his total compensation was nearly doubled from 2020, making him one of the highest paid CEOs in the world. This is how much Ford's executives got paid for losing 6% market share worldwide in 2020. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you here. This year, let's be fair, Ford may, they may suddenly pull a Houdini out of the hat and build a ton of Ford F-150 electric pickup trucks. Now, I don't like how things are going for them right now. The reality is that last year, it looked as though they were ramping up Mustang Mach-E vehicle production. That slowed down. It's now at a slower pace than where they were at this time last year. So it doesn't look good for them there. But F-150 Lightning electric pickup trucks have begun production now. You never know. You never know what can happen. So after saying that, let's have a look at the current numbers right now. Farley's compensation for 2021 was $22.8 million US. That's up 93.3% from the $11.8 million that he made in 2020 and from the $8.36 million that he made in 2019. To give you some context here, Mary Barra received more than $7 million more than Farley. So she got paid out $29 million US. And General Motors actually lost 13% market share in 2020. So yeah, it looks like pretty good value in comparison to Mary Barra. And if we compare these two to Rivian to Lucid CEO Peter Rawlinson, well, their salaries look like an absolute bargain considering he just got, nearly $250 million US, which could actually become $633 million US if all the options pay out. So the ratio of Jim Ford's compensation in comparison to the median of all employees at Ford is 356-1. Ford included salary and pay ratio data for its full workforce in its annual executive compensation report to the US Securities and Exchange Commission, a disclosure now required of companies by the 2010 Dodd-Frank Act. Ford actually itemized more than $74.5 million US in executive compensation for its top 5 executives in 2021. Farley, Chief Financial Officer John Lawler, Bond Chair Bill Ford, Chief Enterprise Technology Officer Michael Armand, and Chief EV and Digital Systems Officer for Ford Model E, Doug Field. In addition to Jim Farley's $23 million US, top executive pay at Ford for fiscal year 2021. John Lawler, CFO, made $9.42 million. That's an increase from his $5.9 million the previous year. Bill Ford, got no idea what Bill actually does for Ford. He made $18.7 million. That's an increase from the $16 million that he made in 2020. Some of you might be saying, but Viking, surely you should know that Bill Ford is Ford's executive chairman and the great-grandson of company founder Henry Ford. Yes, of course I do know that, but still, I don't exactly know what he does at Ford. If you do, please enlighten me. Michael Amond, in his new role as of March 2021, made $12.8 million, and Doug Field, recruited from Apple in September of 2021, made $10.85 million for 3 months of work. So Doug made, pro rata, a lot more money than Jim Farley. In fact, he made nearly twice as much pro rata as Farley. Clearly, you've got to pay a lot of money if you want to poach an executive from Apple. Interestingly, Farley's benefits actually included $830,000 US for personal use of aircraft, while Bill Ford's benefits included $400,000 US for personal use of aircraft and $1.34 million for security. Bill thinks he needs $1.34 million for security. I'm sorry, Bill, but no one really cares about you, dude. No, you're not that relevant. Anyway, here's some others. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares made $21 million in 2021 for claiming that EV vehicles are too hard and they're just too hard. And if everyone goes EV, then Stellantis is screwed. But he still made $21 million. General Motors, obviously, as I spoke about before, in another video, I'll put a link in the description below to their compensation packages. While their CEO, Mary Barra, she made $29 million in 2021. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, Farley looks underpaid in comparison to Mary Barra. Ford spokesperson Catherine Hargett said the following: Mr. Farley is a relatively new CEO leading a successful business transformation, and his compensation reflects the change in his position, improvements in the company's performance, and Ford Plus achievements, she told the Free Press on Friday. His CEO compensation is 90% performance-based and is in line with his industry peers. Now, if his CEO compensation is in fact 90% performance-based, why did he make twice as much money for delivering 6% less cars? Not 6% less cars, but 6% less market share. Globally, worldwide, Ford delivered 3.9 million vehicles in 2021. Like I said, that's a decrease of 6%. I'm not really sure that you can say his performance was 90%, that his payment was 90% performance-based when his payments doubled, but Ford's deliveries went down by 6%. Something just doesn't add up here. I'm missing something. There's a secret CEO language being talked about here, and I'm not privy to the secret CEO language clearly. What about director pay? Well, in 2021, Ford compensated its 15-member board of directors in cash, stock, and other benefits for a total of $9.15 million. Director John Huntsman was paid the most at $4 million. Interestingly, Alexandra Ford English, the great-great-granddaughter of founder Henry Ford, was paid $571,000 for doing, well, not much. Henry Ford III, great-great-grandson of the founder, was paid $331,000 for doing not much. Edsel B. Ford III, Edsel B. Ford II, was paid $811,000 for doing, you guessed it, not much. I'm sure I sound a little bit cynical on some of these compensation packages towards all the family members of Henry Ford, or at least his great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren and, associated family and friends. It seems to be very much a family business still, doesn't it? Very interesting. I don't think many people are actually aware of this, what's going on at Ford, and how, well, basically half the directors are just great-great-grandchildren of Henry Ford. And then, of course, you've got William Clay Ford Jr., or Bill Ford, who, well, has a net worth of $1 billion, but still, for doing not much, made $18 million from Ford in 2021. Now, let me know in the comment section below. Am I being skeptical here? Am I being fair? Are all these compensation packages totally legit, deserved? I mean, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.